Welcome back to All About the Smokies. In this video we're here at the Old Creek Lodge in downtown Gatlinburg. About to give this place a review. Let's check it out. Alright, so we're up in our other room with the appropriate upgrades, and we'll just show you around here. I didn't show you the bathroom in the other one, so I don't know if they're the same or not.
They are.
Or are they same? Miranda's saying yes, they are.
Pause.
So,
Just wanted to interrupt here, a little editor's note for you. There was a clip here from another room. So we started out in a queen. I thought I had booked a king room. It was actually 2 queens. So I went ahead and recorded that room once we got in it to show you a couple different rooms. I don't know where that clip went. No clue where that clip went. So you'll hear me reference it a few times. That's what it was. So just to give you a recap, the rooms look almost identical except for in the 2 queen room there is no jacuzzi tub, and there was some hair and a couple little things on the floor. Other than that, the rooms were nearly identical. Back to the video.
We'll start right here in the bathroom. We do have one sink, K-cup machine, hair dryer there. I do love that the sink is located outside the bathroom. This one's even kind of cooler because it's a separation even from the rest of the room. So we head in this way. Toilet, and I really like this shower. Stonework's really cool, and you see, it seems nice. Seems nice enough. Everything in the bathroom so far in this room seems to be clean. Counters seem to be wiped off. Alright, here's the biggest problem so far.
Because we're going to do Gatlinburg, so I'm going to do Annie.
So there's a joining room and we can hear them so well. I'm hoping that doesn't extend into time to sleep, but it is what it is. This one does come with a jacuzzi tub here. I don't even think we'll be filling that one because, to be frank, it kind of grosses me out just a little bit. Let's just pan around this room. Now this is in that Oak Tin Lodging family, so it's going to have the same vibes as Appy Lodge, Bearskin, and a few others. The lodge at Five Oaks. So it's going to have a similar vibe to it. So these always have the wood floors. Now, so I will say, compared to, if you've seen our review, and I'll link it up above, to the Appy Lodge, it is definitely, the rooms are bigger. Like, they give you much more space. The Appy Lodge, everything felt really cramped and tight, and you can see just how much space that you get here.
Well, and it was dark, or at least our specific room felt really dark.
Well, and this isn't light.
This one's not bright, but
Yeah.
you have natural light coming in. That other one, I don't know if we were just facing the wrong direction, but it was very dark, and I don't love that. So I like this one. It's a lot better.
You can see they do have that alarm clock like I showed you on the other room. Plenty of places to plug stuff in. Sheets, everything seems to be clean. The floors in here, compared to the last room we were in, seem to be better. I haven't seen anything yet.
No crummy, no fur balls.
Let me show you the balcony on this one. The sound is pretty, hits you all at once, like rushing water. Not like rushing water, it is rushing water. So they do have fireplaces as well. It's a gas log fireplace there, and a nice little desk. And on this side of the room, you see the TV, mini fridge, microwave, and then some drawers. I always like to, when they put these little benches here, putting on shoes or whatever, or putting your stuff on, which is usually what we do just to keep it off the floor. So you can see the parking they have here. They have some out in lots. They also have parking underneath of the building, which was nice when it was raining. You could get out of the elements. So let me take you over here, show you the swimming pool. We passed by the swimming pool quite a few times, and I've always thought there is no way in the world that I would ever swim in that. It just is so out in the open. Like, if all you want to do is cool off and take a dip, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad. But let me show you. And if you've walked down River Road at all, you've seen it as well. Here is, and now it's currently closed for they haven't opened it up. It looks like it says it's closed anyway. Maybe it's because of the rain last night, but now what's nice is it is right next to the river. So you have those relaxing river sounds while you're in the pool. It just feels very open, like it's right off the street. So anybody driving by can just look, or walking by on River Road can walk right by and look right in. Right here behind the parking area, they do have this nice little patio paver seating area with these relatively new looking chairs. So you can sit out here by the river and just enjoy nature. They have a few of those set up all the way down through here. Here's the breakfast area. Got a few tables and bar and chairs. You do have legit coffee pots here, some creamer or sugar options. Looks like orange juice and apple juice. It's nice. Some cereal. Some hard-boiled eggs. Bagels, muffins. Some fresh fruit. I do have some breakfast sandwiches that you can heat up in the microwave, as well as some milk and yogurt. Alright, so that was the Old Creek Lodge in downtown Gatlinburg. Amazing location. As you saw in that one shot, you could see like the Ober Gatlinburg tram going up over the tree line there. You walk out of the parking lot.
Just off the parkway.
But like, it's just minutes to walk over to the parkway, and you're right there. But the thing I like, it's also just secluded enough so it's not busy and loud.
Yep.
And we've been wanting to stay at this place literally since we first started coming to Gatlinburg. It was one of the first hotels we looked at online.
Yeah, and I don't know why we never did.
Yeah.
But
it was always something came up, whether it was we needed more space for more people, or the price was maybe a little high, and the price is still a little bit high. So let's go ahead and talk about the room itself. We did have a little snafu at the beginning. I thought I booked a king, and for some reason I didn't. I booked 2 queens. I thought it'd be simple enough just to swap rooms and even pay an upgrade fee if I needed to. It wasn't that simple. No. Because I booked most of my stuff through Hotels.com to earn free nights. It was not simple. I was on the line with somebody from Hotels.com, and that took forever.
I talked to the lady at the front desk and I said, if I get them to agree to it, because she wouldn't do it because she said it's through hotels.com. I said, if I get them to agree to refund it, will you go ahead and book the king room? Oh, yeah. So I got them on the line. They agreed to it, and they called her while I was sitting there on hold, and they said no, they wouldn't do it. After all that time,
it probably took about an hour in all,
yeah.
I would say, to get everything done. Now the first room we were in, there were some cleanliness concerns, and thankfully the room we got moved to, which we did get to move to, was cleaner overall. Not the cleanest, but it was definitely cleaner.
Yep, definitely cleaner. And that whole snafu was my fault, mixed with the problem when you book through hotels.com. I will say, if you want the smoothest possible process and you don't want to deal with 800 numbers, I would say almost always try to book direct through a hotel, and you may even get either a discounted rate or a frequent visitor. Like usually when you return, they give you 10-15% off at a lot of these hotels. So check the hotel's website for probably the best rate and for the least amount of hassle, I would say. Okay, so onto the room itself. Comparing it to the Appy, and we mentioned this in the video, it was a large room.
And I'll even say compared to the bearskin, because even that one, we had 2 beds and a little love seat, but it was still very
compact.
Yes. This one, you felt like you could breathe a little bit. It felt a little brighter, a little more airy.
It was, and that external light, the outside light shining in, really brightened up the place. And I felt like the colors scheme was a little bit brighter. I could be remembering wrong.
The one whole accent wall was dark red, so
no,
I'm not sure
that's
true.
So it was outside light for sure. I love the balcony. Any time that you have something that's facing running water, I'm all in. And anytime you have a balcony, I'm all in. Like those two things are
a balcony that's not overlooking another balcony.
Or like one that we stayed at, the Comfort Inn, Best Western Apple Valley. It was overlooking a patch of grass. I mean, it was kind of looking towards Apple Valley, but yeah, this was a beautiful view.
You kind of forgot that you were right there, just a room and a bunch of rooms, because it was so peaceful.
Yeah. Bed comfort was good. We had no complaints there. We did not use the jacuzzi, as we mentioned. We're not we don't like staph infections, so we tried to avoid that.
I won't even touch a bathtub with my hands or feet.
I've talked to multiple people who either have worked for, actually somebody I know who had worked for a hotel for a very long time. They said never, ever, ever, ever use a jacuzzi in a hotel. So I don't know if that holds true. There's just no way they can clean up in there properly. So that's my tip to you if you don't already do that. But anyway, so cleanliness overall. The first room, not so much. Second room, yeah, it was fine. It was a good breakfast spread. We didn't end up eating it because we always review breakfast, but it looked good.
Yeah. So one of the things that made us notice the lack of cleanliness in the room is the fact that it has that kind of rustic wood style flooring. If it's dusty, which it was, there are places it's dusty and there's fuzz or hair or whatever, it just made it a lot more obvious that it wasn't clean underneath, especially like the desk or the corner chair.
Yeah.
Shower though.
Oh man.
Loved it.
Yep.
That shower was awesome. The water pressure is incredible. I had a boatload of hair, so just being able to rinse the shampoo out. Some of the places we go, the water pressure is so light, it feels like you're never quite clean, and this was just an awesome shower.
Yeah, I mean, and like it's the kind of design too that makes you want to go home and upgrade your bathroom. So like it's.
I want a stand-up shower so bad.
So yeah, it was it was nice, and you know, little extra tip. Now we didn't see any bear the night that we stayed there.
Any bear?
Bear.
Bears?
Like, is that like bear not the plural for?
No.
Like deer is the plural for deer.
But bear is not the plural for bear.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah, that's right on my wall.
Yes.
We didn't see any bears, but maybe you will. So one other night when I stayed at a hotel, when I was reviewing a hotel back that same road, I was walking past this very hotel and saw a bear. And we've seen this area. He frequents, this one big fella frequents the area. So you may also see a bear. No guarantees. But
we stayed at a condo that's fairly well close to this hotel, and I'm just going to say it, the bear left a giant pile of poo right in the middle of the parking lot, and people drove over it all week. So.
Yeah, I scooped some up and was going to do a giveaway, but she told me not to. So, but anyway, yeah. So you might see. I mean, I saw lots of wildlife, but we didn't see a bear this trip. But you may see bears.
And just remember to always keep your distance.
Yeah. Just good reminder. I'll pop up the link up above. I did recently talk to a park ranger that gave a great recap of what to do when it comes to bear sightings, but also ways that we can collectively prevent bear attacks from happening in the future, from them getting used to humans. So check that video out if you haven't already. But yeah, so would you stay here again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, it may not be my first choice, mainly just because of cost. If you can find something that's just as nice, that's a little bit cheaper, I would maybe pick it. But here's what I'll say. Your standard hotel chains do not feel like a cabin.
No. These
establishments, all of them, Appy and Bearskin and now Old Creek Lodge, they all have that cabin-y feel.
Yeah, and I think when you're down in the mountains like that, you want that. You don't want
right.
The kind of, what am I wanting to say, like the more hipster, like the
modern,
with the green and the orange and the blues, and everything's so bright. And
I like it, but
well, I like it, but when you're in the mountains, like, it's nice when you're not getting a cabin.
Yes.
You can stay somewhere that feels cabin-y, but is still like right in the downtown.
Yeah, I completely agree. And if you're looking for that vibe but don't want to have to do that constant drive out to the woods, then this would definitely be a place for you.
Woods being mountains.
I mean, the woods are in the mountains.
But when you say in the woods, it doesn't sound as extravagant as being in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all okay.
So we would recommend it, and again, it just has to fit your budget. You can check hotels.com for what price that they have. The link is always in the description. If you ever want to use our affiliate link, it just gives us a little bit of a kickback for that and helps fund what we're doing here. But if not, then I would definitely reach directly out to the hotel or go to their website and book.
Should we mention the shared door? So we have a shared door to the room next door, which obviously it wasn't open. But when we were first in the room, you could really hear the ladies in the next room.
They had to be right against it, though. Just
right
about.
In the
foyer
So we
area.
thought, oh great, like this is what we're going to hear the entire time that we are here. But we think it's just because they were right in that entryway, because we did not hear them again the entire
rest of the
stay.
night.
Yeah. So even if you get a room like that and you hear some noise, just maybe be encouraged that it won't be something that is a continuous nuisance.
And then if that doesn't work, take a piece of paper. They've got the little notepads there in the room that say, you know, the hotel's name. They have a pen. just write a death threat of some kind or some sort of threat. It doesn't have to be a death threat, and just slide it under the double door. And that might work too.
You could just say, I have a key to your room. Be quiet.
Yeah. We don't condone death threats on this
No,
channel.
we do not. Or ever.
Ever. Yeah. I guess I don't have to specify this channel. As a family, not in favor of death threats.
Never ever.
One last amenity I want to point out. They do have a pool, as I showed, and it's not big, and I would never swim in it. It is right along the road. Anybody that walks...
Oh, I'm like, I don't even remember a pool. But no, I remember.
You remember, we've passed that place. And then,
you know what? That may very well be why we have not stayed there. Because we had the kids.
Oh,
and the kids always want to swim.
And that wouldn't have been.
And that was not a convenient way.
I can say I've passed that and it was kind of, I think it was kind of dirty. Most times we pass by, there's leaves in it because there's trees right up above it.
And it's so far.
And it's so far from
the lobby's all the way on one side, and then this pool's all the way on the other side of the entire property.
So the pool aspect of it, you know, I'm sure some people use it, but like we've walked down those back roads almost every trip we've come to the Smokies. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody in that pool.
I think there was one lady out there one day.
She was living life.
She was living life.
She's like, I don't care who sees me. I'm right here, world, enjoying my vacation. You can't stop me. But
I'm glad you remembered that, because I couldn't place the pool at all, but that's why. Because, yes, I guarantee that right there is the very reason that we had never booked it.
Yeah. All right, so that was the Old Creek Lodge in downtown Gatlinburg. We would recommend it if you are looking for a beautiful place to stay in the downtown. That'll do it for this video from the Great Smoky Mountains.
We hope you have a great day.
God bless.